the technicality of the chain or the stablecoin shouldn't be a limit for the whole interoperability. And I think Circle is playing like a big role on that.
Welcome to today's episode of the Builder Series. I've been hearing a lot lately, everywhere that I go, talking to developers and users alike, that something special is happening on Daimo Pay. USDC is transferring at a pace that people are not accustomed to. So I'm so happy we've got Gianluca here today. We're gonna peel back some layers and understand how they're actually doing that. And sneak peek, I think it has something to do with Circle's gateway. So welcome Gianluca to the show. I'm super excited to, like I said, peel back the layers and get an understanding of what the heck everybody's talking about when they say that USDC is moving at a much faster pace on Daimo Pay. So welcome to the show.
Hello, Sam. Thank you very much for this warm welcome. I'm really excited to show you today what Daimo Pay is all about.
Welcome to the Builder Series, where we spotlight visionaries transforming technology and innovation with USDC and the Circle developer platform. We had a chance to actually meet in Buenos Aires just recently, and you had this really cool dinner where we all walked into this room, and sitting at our chair was a reminder. And I want to know. I'm going to ask you if you can, just tell the audience what was on that sitting at our tables, what that reminder was, and why you chose to share that.
Last week when we hosted a dinner called Real World Ethereum, we gave you all a small coin that was the first ever minted Argentine pesos when they issued the new edition of the currency in Argentina. And this coin was minted in 1994. And back in this time in Argentina, 1 peso was value $1. Had like exact parity. And fast forward to today, this currency is worth less than a cent. It's like $0.00007 or something like this. So it was like a great reminder for all the people that came to our dinner why we are building, what we are building. I mean, especially me personally, it's something I really care a lot. I mean, I sound French, but I'm not. And the only reason of my accent is because my parents were born and raised in Argentina, lost everything from the 2001 economic crisis. And I had to be raised somewhere else. And I'm not the only one in this situation. Even today, we have like millions, if not billions of people who are like suffering from bad financial systems, or even I think like the whole world actually. Like there is like way better, I think, ways to upgrade everybody's financial system, and that was like as a physical representation of it, no, a way to remind us all why we're waking up every day to do what we're doing.
Yeah, so I know Daimo Pay at the very beginning has been laser focused on making stablecoin payments feel simple, fast, and predictable. What were you trying to solve when you first built Daimo Pay SDK?
Daimo Pay SDK came from the frustration we had when we built a wallet. This frustration have been just keep rising. So when we built Daimo the wallet, it was a wallet on USDC base, pretty seamless, but the onboarding was such a pain. It's we had to go to, I mean, Argentina, and for example, all the users have their funds on Binance. That generally they withdraw on USDT on Tron, and then it's like there is this like high friction point where this user who's not aware of the technicality has to like figure out a way to connect the dots to get USDC on base for the Daimo wallet. And I think this like fragmentation is just gonna be raising, and we saw it. For example, Cash App released their stablecoin support with USDC, and it's USDC on Solana. And so again, Cash App wouldn't be able to connect with the Daimo wallet, or MoneyGram is now merging the whole stablecoin stack into the main app, but it's USDC on Stellar. They're like all USDC denominated, or maybe another stablecoin denominated, but like the fact is either like a different issuer or a different chain just like adds some lot of friction that if you're like technical, it makes you just lose half an hour every time and you can like handle it. But like if you're non-technical, you're just stuck. Like you don't realize the value of this technology and you just like put it on the same, like you even put it on a like worse UX than the current banking system. It's like, yeah, okay, like you're telling me that I can transfer from Cash App to Daimo, but the reality is like there is just no way to connect them. And I think that's where like naturally Daimo Pay came in, is all these apps can actually connect each other. We just need to like make the hard work in the background and make it feel seamless. And that's how Daimo Pay was born, is this like SDK software where there is no like hard backend to implement on your side. You just like put a simple UI on top, or you can do it through APIs and it directly interconnect all these apps together.
So Gianluca, I mean, like when I think about the users that I come across and some of the complaints that they have with, I think, you know, like you said, using blockchain or on-chain transactions, they talk about how slow it is, especially we talk about with multiple chains. There's that delay that they have to experience. Now that you've, you know, implemented Gateway into your SDK and you started using it and your customers are able to use it, can you show a demo of what this actually looks like? Because this is pretty exciting and impressive to see.
Yes, please. Let me show you directly. I've made like a demo page. So as you can see, here I can like type an address and it will deposit to USDC on WorldChain. WorldChain is a really great ecosystem. It has like a lot of features that people can access through, but unfortunately there is like a hard time to unramp, for example, from Coinbase or Binance because they don't have directly support of the chain, or for example, for like more crypto savvy user who have, I don't know, like Ethereum or like other assets on other chains, they also have like a hard time to onboard. So for example, we power the crypto deposit flow of the World app. And here I'll show you directly from my computer. So I can like type my ENS. And as you can see, I have like zero balance of USDC on World chain, but that's fine. I'm going to press deposit. And as you can see here, that's directly the Daimo Pay modal that take a few lines of code for you as a developer to integrate. And it already opened my connected wallet. That's an option. And you can also connect other wallets. Can go from EVM wallets to Solana wallets. And I can also pay with an exchange. So for example, I can pay with Lemon. That's like the biggest exchange in Argentina. It normally doesn't have support of USDC on World Chain, but through us, when the user send the funds from Lemon, it automatically, with the technology I just described you before, make sure that it bridge and swap to USDC on World Chain. And same for Coinbase or Binance. And then we have the last option that is like the payment with addresses to like support the long tail of exchanges, of places where we don't have a direct connection or deep link. And also, for example, for like really big in emerging markets like USDT on Tron, and we give the direct conversion to USDC. So let's do with my connected wallet directly. So as you can see, when I open it directly, super smoothly, just show what I have and don't make you select what you think you have, which sounds fairly detailed, but it's like actually not a high standard in the space. And so, yeah, I mean, for example, I have some like $3 of BTC on base. I'm going to put $3. I'm going to press continue. And so here I'm going to sign my transaction. And so what's going to happen is that we're going to swap the CBBTC into USDC on base. We're going to trigger the bridge, and then we're going to use our gateway liquidity to fast finish on World Chain. And as smooth as that, I just got 3 USDC on World Chain.
That is like that's what we've been looking for. That's a fast experience. The new economic OS for the internet is available for public testing today. Whether you're launching a financial service, integrating stablecoin flows, or experimenting with new AI-powered economic models, Arc gives you the tools to build the next generation of on-chain applications. Start building real-world finance on-chain today by visiting arc.network. Let's kind of zoom out. I mean, beyond the UX, there is a massive treasury and operational impact. Traditionally, fintechs building with USDC end up managing fragmented liquidity spreads across multi-chain. So there's, siloed capital, complicated reconciliation, and honestly just a mess of other overhead. But, talk a little bit about with Gateway, how Daimo now runs a single unified liquidity pool and what that means for your treasury workflows.
So honestly, it just has like simplified everything instead of like being before in monitoring constantly all the chains we had and adapt the liquidity pools we had depending on our clients. So we have like, for example, a client that is like currently having high volumes on optimism. Like previously, we just had to like manually handle all of this and go through like manual bridges to make sure that the liquidity we potentially had on world chain that was having like less volume rebalance it to optimism. Whereas now it's just something we go like we just go to sleep. We know that everything is unified in gateway, and it's just as simple as that. It just like it doesn't even rebalance itself. It's just like gateway is used everywhere.
So let me ask you this for your B2B customers. This is like a superpower. What kind of new use cases are you seeing some of your business clients unlocking with this?
We have like a lot of clients. So for example, we have MiniPay that is a big wallet in Africa and they're just spreading USDC on Celo everywhere. So Charles Hamel, one of the founder of MiniPay, had like a, I think, fantastic way to describe how Daimo Pay changed their businesses. Like Celo, it's a really close ecosystem, but it has like really interesting features. That has been the reason why MiniPay has been building on top. And the way he described is that there were like a paradise island where before you could only access it through a boat. And this boat was like pretty technical and you had to like really will to go to the island. Whereas now there is like an international airport since Daimo Pay integrated and people can come from anywhere and land pretty easily. And I think this like metaphor is just like fabulous. It's like if you want an international airport, you should just consider us.
How do you feel this is going to impact adoption of on-chain applications and stable coins like USDC?
What I mean, we want to have the most impact as possible. I think what we want to bring as a new standard, as a new mental model, is that the technicality of the chain or the stablecoin shouldn't be a limit for the whole interoperability. And I think Circle is playing like a big role on that. The fact that there is like a lot of liquidity of USDC on all the major chain going from Ethereum to Solana to Stellar. They can like easily get mint and burned across chain. Because Cash App is launching on USDC Solana, that shouldn't be a friction to get USDC on MiniPay. They should be interoperable, and the chain just should just be a technical detail from the developer who want to use the chain for its qualities. Building on the arc shouldn't mean to sacrifice distribution, and I think that's like really what we want to bring with Daimo. Is this SDK or like the things we're like building is to make sure that like you focus on what matters and we handle the hard parts.
If you had like a wish list, what would make Gateway even a complete game changer for Daimo Pay and developers? How do you see developer expectations growing even further beyond the new baseline?
No, I think like support of more chains. I think that's pretty much it. Maybe if there was like a sort of like minting to fiat, or like gateway had like a feature where it's like interconnected with like fiat, but more like on consumer fiat. If there was able for the user to like KYC and then directly use our like gateway. I'm like really like saying like I don't know the technicality or like the legislative challenges it has to like create cards to minting into USDC base or whatever gateway supports. That could be super cool. Or also like minting into gateway and like the gateway, it's a way where we can do like ACH, treat the fiat as a a new chain.
Really exciting to see how you've been using Gateway and just seeing like, it's from us, we built it and we put together all the marketing and the inside of what we think is going to happen with the product, but it's so reassuring to see how it's helping lives in real lives. And I'm just excited. I mean, I think Daimo Pay Circle kind of got like redefining something here, and just want to give you a huge shout out and thank you for joining me today. To all the listeners, man, what would be the best way to get connected with Daimo and try out that demo that you built out, firsthand, so they can experience it?
Yes, thank you for all of this first. Like, yeah, super aligned with what you just said. It's pretty simple. You can follow us on Twitter. It's Daimo Pay. Probably will be tagged or featured. We're also on LinkedIn as Daimo. And then you can just go to our landing page, pay.daimo.com or just daimo.com. And you'll see from there the demo page. You can reach us over there directly. You can have access to the docs and start integrating it.
Thanks for joining us for this episode of the Circle Builder series. Check out the show notes for links to any resources mentioned in today's show. And if you enjoyed the show, please leave us a 5-star review and hit subscribe so you never miss an episode.